Hello guys, and welcome to another edition of the Model Loft. Now before I start any further, I must apologise for the last episode. I did mislead you all. It was not an almost live, it was pre-recorded in March, as is this episode here. They're all being pre-recorded as I'm finishing the new layout off. Just in case I haven't got the time whilst I'm doing my new job to make this feature. Other features, of course, model reviews and that, are made as and when I've got them. But the Model Loft, I was wanting to get a few months ahead. This edition's going out middle of May, end of May time, so it gets me a nice head start. I'll be able to settle in the job or whatever. So June episode, fingers crossed you'll have a more up-to-date version of the Model Loft. Because if you've been watching, following the Facebook and Instagram, you will already know what this episode will be about. So, here we have it. The new layout is complete, or nearly. Got a few people to add here and there, but other than that, we have completed it in less than 4 weeks. Because I had all the tools here, just had to buy a pot of paint, some road markings, and some scenery items, which are all in place. We've got like a few benches, some people and that to add back in place, but other than that, this one is complete. So into the manor farm warehouse area. They've got a bit of maintenance going on. Of course I need a person up there. Still got the old train track level crossing there. I can't get that one out. So I've disguised it, painted it, disguised it with weeds. You can hardly see it now. Got the railway arms here. I've kept it as the railway arms because I couldn't be bothered to change the name again. Of course, this was originally bought, and it was originally called Woolpack Inn, which is a bit like the one out of Emmerdale, but of course it's nothing like the Emmerdale pub at all. Mills has moved over there, next door to it now. And then on the corner of the little building there, we have a toilet block. The naked garden scene is still in place. It's still in the same place as well as it was. We've added a table there that says happy birthday now, and it is a girl's birthday, and of course they are all naked for some reason. It's just a bit of fun, bit of adult humour. Oh, my picture's a little dark just here, so let me turn my light back on, and there we go. So we've got this little square here now outside Wilco's Tesco. That's where the bus stop still remains. It's been repainted though. I'm not too happy with this bit, but you know, looks like a bit of rough road or something similar. We've got a little road, single track road, which is your give way to oncoming traffic. I've only put like those there though, just. Ooh, picture's gone a bit wobbly, I do apologise. Of course, the wedding scene, still where it was. Then we've got another bus, of course that's my Fox 50 Air. If you've been following my Facebook, you'll realise what. That's one of my new ones. Well, this is where the people need to still be added. And we've got a new Swan Inn, not like the other one, although it is an older building. We have the War Memorial in the middle. And we've got a great big traffic light junction just in the middle now. This is the big feature. No little mini roundabouts. All little roads, and then we've got this big junction here. Then, as we can see here, if you're watching May, as this is uploaded, it's gone live, I should say to everyone. It's been recorded and uploaded in March. I made Jamie Lee Jodie the RV332 Stowrock rail out of a, oh, what was the original Oxford name? I forget now, but that I've renamed it to be one of the newer ones. And it's carrying the Stowbot Air van, because I thought it was appropriate place to put that, because that's the second one. I didn't realise I'd ordered two, one via Stowbot and one via Oxford, not Oxford, sorry, E. Hatton's, so we've got two, but never mind. So it probably means I've ordered two of everything else by mistake, but especially the maintenance van, that will come in very handy, because I have three maintenance vans in my depot. Well, two, because one will stay in a box, one will be out. Then you've got the one with me lights. Still got a reference here of the old train line on the lamp post here. It's down this road here, but of course I haven't got it now. And there's so much nicer layout without the trains, I think. So much nicer. In March, when I sold all the models to GD models, I went in there a week later because I forgot something to buy in my part exchange for models and money and stuff. Some of my models, mainly all the Chipperfield Circus, were still in the used cabinet. Most of the trains in that had all been sold though, all by one. They're all good little runners. Some of them needed a bit of a service, but they're all pretty decent. So, down the new Donington Road version, so much nicer. It's the only place where there's a crossing as well, proper crossing. I mean, they can cross at the traffic lights, people, but there's only one zebra crossing. We've got I think that's a fruit and veg shop, we've got the hardware store and a model shop. Then, on to Paddock Close, that's what this one is called now. We've got a few terrace houses, they're the original houses, everything else has been built up round it. And then we've got the pie shop, you've got Jenny's Hair and Beauty, we've got Marie's Tea House, and we've got my own travel shop for my holidays and timetables and stuff of buses. The little market is also out on Paddock Close. I'm really happy with this little close. It's also where you get into the pub garden, but it does need finishing off. Over at the back, behind Main Road and Donington Road houses, you've got a few little cottages, car park for the new Swan Inn, and then you've got your Manor Farm Business Park, which is them buildings there, and Stowbart is also included in it. We have a little sign gone up. I think I did show you the sign last time in the almost live, which wasn't live, or even almost live. We've finished off the scenery around the bus depot. There's no gates, no fence for this depot, just merely a little brick wall and some overgrown hedgy stuff. Mainly because the landlord won't allow us to put up a fence. But it's kind of an open all hours depot, because you've got the party bus based in there and they're 24-hour business. Carry on down Donington Road. It widens up. You've then got your lane for turning right into the depot. It's so much nicer. All homemade arrows as well. Let me move me bus. Homemade arrows. We've got a bloke here signalling for the bus. We've even got the water fountain, which you didn't really used to see much of on my layout. Sorry if that's gone a bit wobbly. Then behind Paddock Close, in this area here where the train station and railway inn used to be, we have Manor Farm. Need to put a little fence just there for the sheep, but perhaps across there, a little sheep pen. Don't understand why it's sort of, but that doesn't matter. It's a nice little farmyard. We've got WS delivering this time, load of old steel or new steel, but of course it's old train track I've used there. Some that disintegrated on me, I just pulling it up. Then we've got a little pond. That then goes onto the new farm shop. Then say hello to Tiffany's. Authentic English American restaurant diner. And it's a bit of a biker bar. Oops, sorry about that. It's a bit of a biker bar. Truck stop area, because it says coach parties, truckers and families all welcome, but there's a lot of bikes outside. We've even got the traffic officers outside as well. I'm not going to show you the Stobart depot because it hasn't changed. It's exactly the same as it was before the layout update. It's exactly the same, just a few vehicle move rounds. I will show you this little view here though. I do like that view very much. I will also say, look, we've added people into the open top cars, the ones that are driving. You get some of the people that sit down. They don't quite fit in, so unfortunately you have to do a bit of leg amputation. But once you've done that, they sit in the cars brilliantly and add some more realism to my layout. Now, as we film this end of March time, newest addition to my collection is this Wade Ceramics very rare to find Atkinson Borderer Eddie Stobart Limited money box. I only paid £15, yes that's £15 for this, as the seller had spelt it wrong on eBay, so it came to a right bargain there. These are really hard to find, exclusively made for Eddie Stobart Limited by Wade Ceramics. I think that is all of them now that I've got. I did have got the others all stored under here, under the layout. A few World of Stobarts under here now as well. We've got some driver boots, we've got driver gloves, and we've got the very rare, hard to find, I think it's Biro, the company's called, Kerry Jane. Mine's worth about £800 to £1,000. If I had the box, it's £1,000 to £1,500 it's worth in value, because they made so little of them. They only made about 500. Now you might be thinking, everything's changed round. Why? If you follow me on Facebook, or if you're friends with me on Facebook, you'll understand why it's all changed around. That's because we had a small water leak, and I had to take all the models down on this side to find where it was, to find out the pipe had split, and I had to replace the pipe. Luckily we haven't lost anything. Some of the boxes got a little damp, might become a bit mouldy in time, so we might have lost a couple of boxes and models, but we haven't actually lost anything else. So it's very lucky. I must have caught it just at the right time. I think what had happened was some of the models that were all stacked up here, they'd shifted as time had gone on, and I decided to rest on the pipe, which I didn't realise until I found it. The leak was the pipe was bowed, so it's obvious that something had been resting on it. So we've restacked everything, we've avoided the pipe now, so we'll see how it fares this time. I've actually found out I've got more room for models. Everything's stacked up like that than it was before, because I was starting to have to stack here, if you remember. I don't have to do that now. I can stack the other side of the pipe there, and I can then under there. There's loads of room now. I don't think I'll actually go any higher that side. It's quite a nice level. Leave a bit of white wall in. It bounces a bit of the light back. Stops it being so dark and dingy. Yeah, it's a very, very good layout. I actually do like my models stacked like this, although I think I've got to keep an eye on a few of them, because they do tend to, at the moment, what I found is they are moving a bit. But we've got the rugby trailers, and then it goes into the jockey trailers. I discovered the water leak just as the last in the jockey boxes came, which is the William Buick. Is it Buick or Buick? I don't know how you pronounce his name. Must be American. But anyway, I don't know about jockey. It's a boring sport. Motor racing, motorsport, there's only sports really I'll tend to follow. But then again, I'm not really a sporty person. Never have been. So, that has been another Model Loft episode from Series 2 here on your favourite YouTuber's channel. I will be back, hopefully a bit more current with the times, not so pre-recorded next time. Do keep an eye out, or it might, well, by the time this has gone live on YouTube, I would have already featured on the Nottingham Post website in the paper, and also on a university website all about Stobart spotting and collecting. I am your main star on that article. I will do a little video of it once it's arrived and is published. So, that's something for you to look forward to. Well, this has been pre-recorded. Again, I do apologise. I did mislead you last time. And some of you might have commented below on the last video, which I did ignore that time. I'm afraid about it, saying that you've already got that bit done. I've seen it on your Facebook. Yeah, it's not almost live. It's a bit of a practical joke, that was, about how sometimes they'll say if you watch channels and they show a repeat of a live show and it'll keep saying it's almost live, but you know, it's like years old. So, thank you very much for watching. See you next time, and I hope you've really enjoyed the Model Loft series so far. Next episode I will keep you updated on when Stobart Fest is happening, as we should know by then. Bye guys!